Ziggy Marley talks about the new documentary about his legendary dad. David Alan Grier dishes on his big Broadway role. And Taylor Momsen and her band, The Pretty Reckless, perform live. And because it's Friday the 13th, and I love all things spooky and scary, we're going to count down the 5 best new horror movie killers.
What? I'm Jason, and I've got a hockey mask. This is scary.
It's all coming up now on Big Morning Buzz Live. Hi, I'm your host, Carrie Keagan, coming to you live from the 20th floor lobby of the VH1 headquarters. We probably should be on floor 13 right now.
Yeah.
Would have been way more appropriate. That's Jason Dundas, our Morning Buzz correspondent. Janelle Snowden over there at VH1 News. And we got a new guy here today. Comedian and co-host of the Walking the Room. You want to do this intro?
The Walking the Room podcast.
There you go.
Yeah, how about that? It's a podcast,
he's
everybody.
also a New York Times bestselling author. This is Greg Behrendt.
Come on, Greg.
Give it up.
Welcome. Come on.
I like that you're just ready to jump right in there.
I was just going to help you with Walking the Room.
Thanks, man.
I mean, when you have a podcast, people are their minds are blown and they're
It's
ready
true.
for it. Yeah. I mean, you can't just have a podcast, or can you? It seems like you can just have one.
I think you can.
Yeah, everyone can have one.
All right, let's buzz it.
Yeah, let's have a look at the entertainment headlines. Here we go. This is the 5, 4, 3, 2 buzz. At number 5, Courtney Love has lashed out at Foo Fighter and former Nirvana drummer Dave Grohl over Twitter for allegedly hitting on her daughter Frances Bean. Courtney tweeted, "I'm not mad at her, him, I'm about to shoot dead." Love said she heard the rumours from a reliable source and called Grohl a gross old man macking on Kurt Cobain's only child. So Dave's 43, Frances is 19. In response, Grohl said the accusations are upsetting, offensive, and absolutely untrue. And Frances said she's in a monogamous relationship and that Twitter should ban her biological mother. I mean, regardless of this situation, I'm excited because isn't this what Twitter's all about?
Yes.
Isn't Twitter all about this kind of stuff?
Yeah. I wish my mom was still alive to parent me from Twitter. And that's what I'm going to do.
What would she be tweeting to you?
She'd be tweeting to me? What would she be tweeting to me? Just stop having a podcast. It's pathetic. It's just pathetic. You wrote a book. Get it together, man.
Didn't I raise you better than this?
I'm going to start tweeting. I'm going to actually start parenting my kids from there. I know a 10-year-old should be cleaning a room instead of playing Minecraft. Yeah, controversial.
Oh my God, no, that's the most embarrassing thing you probably could do to your kids.
Right? Is tweet about
If my dad
That's not when you're a
started tweeting
cool
like
dad.
that.
Greg's a cool dad.
Yeah,
You
but
can get away
no,
with that.
dads are not cool. I don't care who they
They're
are.
not.
Dads are not cool when
They're
you're
not.
a teenage girl.
Well, when they're little, I walked past the room the other day. My 4-year-old was telling a friend what I do for a living, and she goes, "I think he's a clown." That's hurtful. I'm not a clown.
Do you think that people should be banned from Twitter, though?
I don't know. No,
I don't think so either.
No, Twitter loves that. Like Twitter Twitter could not be more pleased that Courtney's going out there and saying things like that. That's why people get on Twitter.
Yeah,
people join. Yeah.
Twitter is for train wrecks.
Yeah.
That's their new motto.
Twitter's for train wrecks. I love
Twitter's for
that.
trainers.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at number 4 this morning. British boy band sensation One Direction is being sued for $1 million by an unsigned American boy band who say they've been using the same name, One Direction, for years. The group's management says there's nothing to worry about and they'll defend the lawsuit. But what if they had to change their name? I tweeted out and asked this question before, and someone said to me they should change it to Wrong Way, Go Back.
Yeah. That was me. I tweeted that to you.
No, it was Joanne someone.
There's been a ton of people writing in and making suggestions. Some people made it like anagrams and they redid the letters, and one of them was Rice Noontide. But I went so far as to put it into the Wu-Tang name creator. Because I felt like that was the right thing to do. And they will now officially be called, as far as I'm concerned, Insane Contender.
I like that.
Right?
I like that.
I thought it was
X
good.
Factor.
I like it
That's
if both
fitting.
bands change their names to Oh My God, Who Cares?
Thank you. I'm with you on
Wait, I
that one.
thought that was our band. No?
That should be our band.
I think they need to have a dance contest and see who can. Yeah, because you already know who's going to lose. One Direction can't dance.
Yeah, they're not going to win. Well, in other One Direction news, yesterday they
The
announced...
left foot.
They spread out really well. They spread out really well.
They do that
Right?
very well.
They start really tight, and then they
And then they
spread
go
it
on
out,
and
and then
go
they bring it
one
back.
direction.
That's how they do it. That's their move.
The amoeba Effect is what their new name is.
And nobody can cardigan like those guys. No. Super cardigan
They give good sweaters.
Yeah, but the cardigans was already taken.
Bless their cardi hearts. Bless their cardi hearts.
In other One Direction news, yesterday they announced dates for their 2013 World Tour, and tickets for their December show at Madison Square Garden sold out in 10 minutes. They're down in Australia at the moment, and a couple of days ago they went to a radio station called Nova, and one of them, Zayn Malik, hit on the receptionist. And he actually, they started this like, you know, he got a number and they started twitting each other. Right. And the fans found out who she was, and by the end of the day, they'd bombarded her Facebook and slammed all this stuff at her, and she decided to cancel the date. So this poor Zayn was so excited, and you know, he's like this young guy.
Right. Well, he would have been.
The fans blocked him.
Yeah, the fans blocked him. Well, it made me think of a cool name for the band. Then they could be called One Erection.
What's wrong with you? It would have been a good date, except they had to put him down for a nap. That's how old he is.
And number 3, let's talk about last night's American Idol. At the beginning of the show, they warned us to expect the unexpected, and they were right. The girl that I tipped to win the competition from the start, Jessica Sanchez, was eliminated, but after a performance from Jennifer Hudson, Jessica went to sing to the judges for their save vote, and, well, she didn't even get to the end of the song. Have a look what happened.
Give me that mic! This is crazy! Yes, we're using the save! You ain't going home! Go sit down! Go sit down! Go sit down!
You know,
She had like a Taylor Swift moment.
She's
J-Lo was kind of like Kanye.
I kind of wish she did get voted off, because when they get voted off early and they're so good, they go on to big careers.
Well, I mean, the fact that Jennifer Hudson sang on the show when she got voted off and is one of the best voices around now should tell her something. Even if she gets voted off, so what? They do better in the end anyway, but they don't have to be signed to that contract.
Yeah.
Just my 2 cents.
I don't watch. I don't know. I'm 104 years old. My kids don't watch. I don't think my kids don't. They watch. We watch The Voice and.
I watch The Voice now.
Is that the one? And then Dancing with the Stars, which made me tweet the other night. Dancing with the Stars makes me hate electricity. So I'm old. Kiss was on. Seriously, Kiss was on. Another integrity-based decision by Kiss.
Well, let's move on. At number 2, yesterday on the show we talked about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's upcoming inductees, including the Beastie Boys, Red Hot Chili Peppers, and Guns N' Roses. Well, now comes news that Guns N' Roses frontman Axl Rose will not attend this weekend's induction ceremony. In a letter, Axl respectfully declined the invitation and asked not to be inducted at all. There's been bad blood between Axl and his bandmates, including guitarist Slash, for years, and it seems their issues haven't been resolved. I mean, he should just suck it up and turn up.
I mean,
right?
did
What's
he
the big deal?
respectfully decline, or was that disrespectful what he did? Because he basically said, not only am I not going to accept, but no one can accept on my behalf.
What about how he wrote a letter?
Can he? I didn't know.
He
Axl could
writes
write.
He wrote a letter. Like I like the idea of them with a quill and just writing out this big declaration about, I will no longer be involved in your shenanigans.
Yeah.
Mr. Axl Rose. Sammy Hagar said he would actually show up, though. He was happy to go.
No, but I knew that this was going to go down, so I actually wrote my own letter to Eddie Murphy to see if he would show up in character as Axl Foley, because I think it would make for a really good show.
That would be awesome. Yeah, I mean, he's not the first to do it, though. The Sex Pistols did it, and I was actually there that year. And I got to say, I mean, while it's a great honor, if you've ever been to that show, it is long as hell. So I can see why you might be like, you know what, I'm sorry, thanks, but I can't make it. It's long. That show's forever.
Let's move on and have a look at the story of the most buzz this morning. We finally have details of J.K. Rowling's first adult novel, which is also her first book since the Harry Potter series. The Casual Vacancy is a, quote, blackly comic, thought-provoking and constantly surprising story about what happens when a parish council member in a small English village dies, leaving behind a much-desired seat on the board.
No, it's not. It's about a nooner.
It'll be released September 27th.
I have to warn my daughters about the casual vacancy. I'm like, girls, you cannot have a casual vacancy when you get older. That is the worst, literally the worst title. Like casual vacancy. Whoa. What does she expect?
No, you know
what does she expect people to say?
What she's going to do next is she's going to do a 50 Shades of Grey book with wizards in it. That's what she should be doing.
It's because she made $7.7 billion from the Harry Potter franchise. She doesn't care what we think.
Yeah,
right.
She can do whatever she wants.
She's
you
like
know what?
Scrooge
Yeah,
McDuck,
I would say she just
diving in
needs
her money.
Yeah, she just needs to like retire and enjoy her wealth. But on Oprah a couple years ago, she actually said that she has to write every day. Like she can't live unless she writes.
Yeah.
So think we're going to be seeing a lot more poorly titled books from her.
Well, that's what's going on in entertainment. That's your buzz. Greg, thanks for joining us, man.
No, thank you guys. That was awesome. Man, thanks a lot.
So good. All right, you guys can follow Greg on Twitter at Greg Barrett, and he'll be performing at the Gotham Comedy Club right here in New York City tonight and tomorrow. 2 shows.
Yeah, how about that? Yeah.
Now, Janelle, you just got back from LA. You were doing Elle Magazine's event.
I did. I hosted their Women in Music event, which was awesome. Jessie J was the headliner, and she spoke on the red carpet about how Whitney Houston was like an early influence in her life. And then you saw that when she performed, because when I tell you she killed it, I mean, she killed it. She sang a cappella, she did all these riffs, and she did it in a little bit. She did it in a pink leopard catsuit. I actually got one for you.
Thank you.
Let's take a look.
Yes.
Let's take a look at her performance.
I want to see my new outfit.
Every night with my hairbrush singing I Will Always Love You and Save My Last Dance, you know, all that, the ballads and everything. Dancing to I Want to Dance to Somebody, that was my jam, the Bodyguard album, yeah.
So yesterday...
Couldn't quite see the catsuit.
No. Yesterday afternoon at about 7 p.m, there were hundreds of Buzz staffers crowded around a TV watching Melody Thornton's dress on the red carpet. It was dead see-through.
About that.
How did that go down?
We had to blur it. It was that
crazy. I saw her, and then I saw her at the after party. Normally, I would speak to her, but I kind of just buzzed by. What do you say to that? I mean, come on.
You know why she dresses like that? Because she's a musician, and because she's a craftsman, and she loves the work.
Next up, you're going to see Greg with that outfit on in the next segment. All right, up next, David Alan Grier talks about his big role on Broadway. Don't move.
Irresistibly touchable skin, hour after hour.
It's like I can feel, it's like I can touch.
It all starts with new 48-hour Nivea Extend.
The 5-year engagement. Rated R.
When I was younger, I loved to read. Books would take me places, like to a medieval castle, or an enchanted forest, or to a planet far, far away. But in some low-income neighborhoods across America, some kids don't get the chance to escape with a good book. But you and your friends can change that. Run a book drive in your school or community and donate the books to kids who can't afford them. Go to dosomething.org/epic to make sure everyone can get lost in a good book.
Welcome back. My first guest started his career with a Tony Award-nominated performance on Broadway, but we know him best for his hilarious characters on the 90s comedy show In Living Color. Now, since then, he's done it all, movies, TV, he even wrote a book, but right now, he's back on Broadway in Gershwin's Porgy and Bess. Please welcome David Alan Grier. So cool. How do you like being back on Broadway?
I love it. I love it. It's really fun. To walk down the block and you see your theater and you walk in the stage door is always exciting. It really is fun.
It's different than walking onto a regular set, isn't it?
It's different than, okay, a television show, you go through the gates, the guard says, I have to see your license, Mr. Grier. I know they make me do it.
Even
that
though
kind
they
of
know
stuff.
you.
Yeah, no, it's different. It's Broadway. I mean, come on, it's New York, and I walk to work, so I love it. I really, really do.
Now, the first line in this play from you is, looking good ain't no crime.
Yeah.
And look at you.
There you go. That's me, baby.
That's you. Look at how fierce you are. Now, how often have you been locked up, then?
What do you mean locked up?
If it ain't no crime.
I've never been arrested.
No,
I've
I mean
never
in
been
the clothes.
arrested.
Not in real life.
How long have I been locked up in clothes?
What?
You said how long?
What?
I missed the question.
It's because of the clothes, my darling, because you look so good.
Thank you. Okay.
Yes.
And what happened?
Never mind. That went nowhere.
I know, but I didn't get it.
But you do look good. Okay, so it ain't
that
no
suit
crime.
is, wait a minute, that suit is worn 8 times a week. And we're very hard on the clothes. So from a distance, it looks great. But up close, there's some stress fractures.
Does it smell funky?
It's smelled very peculiar at times.
So you could be arrested in that outfit.
I probably could.
Okay, this is what I was
crowded.
getting at.
Okay, now we're back on.
All right.
Woo!
Now, it's Friday the 13th.
It is, isn't it?
Do you have any weird superstitions?
I don't. I'm too lazy for superstitions. But there are a lot of superstitions in theater.
There are, aren't there?
My dressing room, I have it by myself, so I don't care. I mean, but there are certain superstitions in the theater. You're never supposed to sing in the dressing or whistle. Now, when I was a younger actor, they would put us all in a big dressing room. You shared it with other people, and usually that is much like prison, I'm heard. These superstitions were enforced, okay? So if one person whistled, there was a thing where you had to go outside the dressing room, turn around 3 times, and you could come back in. You can't say the Scottish play.
Right.
Okay,
I've heard that one,
You can't say that. That's bad luck. I forget what the cure of that is. But those two, you're right, but those are 2 things where, you know, younger actor, people would go, they would freak out. I mean, very famous, well-known actors. It's like, dude, really?
Like Anthony Hopkins runs outside and spins around 3 times?
Anthony Hopkins. Not Anthony Hopkins, but I mean, like, really famous, you think intelligent actors were like, no, you can't do that. You have to, you know. So, no, I don't subscribe to any of that stuff. My superstition is to not be in the theater when you're supposed to be is bad.
And always wear clean underwear.
Always.
All right, see? That's a good superstition to have.
I do that.
Your
That's
mom would
my.
be very proud of you.
Because she's, you know, the whole thing is like, what if you get hit by a car? Boom, take off this underwear. Holy Jesus!
As if it's still clean at that point.
Exactly.
Seriously.
But that's where your mind goes, yeah, always have clean underwear.
Now, there's a very famous song from Porgy and Bess.
Yes.
Summertime and the living season.
Come on, get out there.
Everybody knows this song.
Yeah.
But like, there's been many different versions of it.
There's Norm going, man, I wish I could hit those notes. Yeah.
She can hit those notes.
She's flawless. She is flawless.
But now there's a new version. Just recently, Scarlett Johansson did it with The Massive Attack. Have you heard it?
I've heard of it. I haven't heard it.
Okay, wait, I think we actually have it. Can we listen?
Okay, I've heard it. Stop it.
So how do you think she did?
She's all right. Love her movies, you know. Love her movies. I love them, man. She's a very talented actress.
It's not really the same vibe that I remember that song
we're working on a different thing.
Yeah.
That's more like industrial kind of, you know.
Well, it's
crazy.
Massive Attack, so, you know, we knew that was going to be happening.
Yeah. You can do it. The music will survive.
I believe it will. Porgy and Bess will go on.
Well, let us hope so.
Okay.
Let us hope so.
Now, in other news, TV Land Awards.
That was a nice
yeah, you like
segue.
that? I always wanted to say that.
That was very
in other
professional. Wow, and you did the hair
I did,
too.
yeah.
And a little kick with the boot. You went boop. In other news, boop. That's nice. Go, girl.
Most people don't notice that because the camera's
Well, I'm
on my
right here.
face.
You kicked my seat because that's what I know.
In other news.
Oh!
There we go.
Look at these big clunky shoes. Those are kind of sexy.
You're getting an award at the TV Land Awards for In Living Color for like groundbreaking show.
Yes, it's for groundbreakiosity, I believe.
Oh, there's a
I'm not going. They didn't tell you, well, because I wrote a 25-page letter. I talked to my boy Axl Rose, and he just, you know, he got in my head. So I'm not, you know, going to be excited. It's a lot of things I could go into. It's in the letter that I just don't feel like, you know, people I don't want to talk to.
Right.
I won't even, you know, shakal. But, you know, it's in the letter that I'm going to be published.
To be honest, it's because the show ceremony is too long.
right. No, I'm going.
So there's gonna be a little In Living Color reunion.
Yeah. A lot of people are coming. I think Jim Carrey's going to be there.
Great.
The Wayans and everything. It'll be fun.
Will J-Lo come?
I don't know. She may give us some of her cologne or something. I don't know.
She'll put a little spank on it. There you go.
And can I just say this in all seriousness? You know, to be an actor, I think we were talking off the air, that's really the culmination of a career to get the TV Land Award.
Well, congratulations. Congratulations to you. Now, you guys, the Gershwins, Porgy and Bess is playing right now at the Richard Rogers Theater right here in New York. Thank you for coming by.
Thank you.
Now,
Doesn't this
guys,
feel comfortable?
I'm very happy right now.
Feels good.
You don't want to move because Ziggy Marley is here to talk about his new documentary, Marley. But first, here's a look at his video, True to Myself.
We didn't get to do the dance.
We're pressed for time, so here it is. I'm looking for the...
Entertainment Weekly asks, when was the last time you were surprised by a horror movie?
Systems online.
What is this place?
The Cabin in the Woods. Rated R. Not playing in theaters.
Welcome back. Now, my next guest is an activist, a humanitarian, and a 5-time Grammy award-winning musician. He's also the executive producer of the new documentary, Marley, about his legendary father, Bob Marley. Take a look.
He just didn't play for the fun of it, you know. It was part of the process, you know. Because before he writes a song, you burn a spliff, then you go run so you can lively up yourself, and then you get more inspired so the lyrics can come out.
Please welcome Ziggy Marley. Right? It's so cool to have you here. I can't even
Thanks for
tell you.
having me.
And the film is amazing. I think it's like the movie that we've all been waiting to come out. Everybody wants to know the truth, and now it's coming from the family.
Yeah. For us, I think the most important thing about the film is that it creates an emotional connection to Bob, not just a standoff, legend, icon thing. It actually, you feel the humanity in him, and you feel what he's been through.
How much of the creative did you have a part in? I mean, you produced the film, but were you actually there sort of cutting footage? And
No, I didn't. Kevin McDonald, who directed it, and his team did the cutting. What we would do is that every time they did a cut, they would show me, and then we would talk about it and give ideas and opinions. And, you know, we did about 3-4 cuts before the final cut where I saw stuff and he went back and fixed it up and changed stuff. So
were you surprised by any of the footage that you saw, any of the interviews or any of the people?
But I know all the people, you know, I mean, we grew up with these people that in it, but there are facts that came out in the film, like the fact that my father had, there was some issue with his skin color because he was mixed, white father, black mother. Him growing up in Trenchtown in Kingston, he was like the only mixed race kid in the neighborhood. So there was some kind of issue there with that. I didn't know that. It was surprising.
Even Bob Marley got bullied. I mean, you know, that's such a big thing right now. Everybody's talking about being bullied and how we need to stop it. And even Bob Marley got bullied when he was growing up. Did you get it too?
Bullied? No, no, them try, but you have to be strong. You have to stand up to the bullies, you know?
Absolutely. I heard that in the film, they talk about how, like, none of the parents would let the kids come over and play with you guys at the house. Did you have a lot of that because you guys were smoking and playing music?
Well, you know, I mean, that became an issue really after, because we started out in Trenchtown, which was a poor neighborhood. And as my father and my mother, you know, they grew and got more money, we moved out of that and went to a nicer neighborhood. That whole issue, I think, came up when we started moving in a more socialite circles. After a while, you know, it's like the socialites in society were like, you know, the Rastas and the Marleys. You know, we weren't a part of that crowd. We were newcomers. And there was a little issue there with that, you know.
The rich people don't like it when new people come in. Is that what you're saying?
Something like that. Something like that.
Now you have a serious music channel. You're on The Joint. You have a show.
Yeah, it's Ziggy Marley's Legends of Reggae. It comes on the first Saturday every month, and I use it to kind of pay respect to, you know, all of the people that came before me, and kind of to highlight them, because we talk about Bob now, but you know, we want to show everybody in it. You know, and if Bob was here, it wouldn't be just about Bob. You know, he's a community man, and we want to share the light with the community.
Did you call him Dad or did you call him Bob? Boy. Everybody just calls him Bob now.
Yeah, even me.
It's always Bob. Now, you last year you did you published a graphic novel.
Yeah.
Right, and then and it was called Marijuana Man. Look at that.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
And then wait, what? Sorry, what? Oh, there's going to be more. There are more of those?
Not right now, no. That's
why not? Why not?
We're thinking about it.
Okay, all right. Now, because there's a theme going with the Marijuana Man, and now you know, this movie, I feel like should people be lighting up to go see the film, Marley?
Yeah, I mean, if they like, I mean, I would rather them light up than drink alcohol or something. It's much better to light up. So, if that's what you do, do it, you know.
All right. Yeah. Now, I also hear that you like to ride motorcycles.
Yeah.
We just happen to have a picture of your bike right there. Is that really your bike?
Yeah, Samson.
You named him?
Yeah, Samson.
Why is his name Samson?
Because when I first got it, I went to do some off-road training, and he really took me through some rough roads, you know. He's very strong, very strong.
He's very pretty.
My next bike is Estella, though. She's a lady.
Oh, very nice. Well, it's a BMW, right?
That one is a BMW.
Will Stella be a BMW as well?
No, Estella is a Ducati Multistrada, which I took to Africa. We did a whole trip around South Africa during the World Cup.
So she's already seen everything.
Yeah, she's a little beat up.
She knows how you ride.
She's good.
I heard a rumor that BMW actually stands for Bob Marley Whalers.
Yeah. I mean, you know, my father made it into that. You know?
Oh, he's the one that did that.
He's the one that started that.
I think it's perfect. Thank you so much for coming. It was such an honor.
Thanks for having me.
Legends of Reggae airs on Sirius Radio, and you can see Marley in theaters and on video on demand and streaming on the movie's Facebook page starting April 20th. Now, coming up, our Friday the 13th continues with movie expert Jack Rico as he counts down the 5 best new horror movie killers. Hi, Jack!
Sniper. The judges used their only save to bring it back. In at 2 this morning, Axl Rose is refusing to turn up to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this week. He's been having bad blood with Slash for years. He also said that in his absence, he doesn't want to be inducted. And the story of the most buzz this morning, Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling's new adult novel, The Casual Vacancy, is about small-town English politics. It's going to drop on September 27. That's your buzz back this morning. Little bonus buzz for you. Nick Lachey has squashed the rumours that 98 Degrees will tour this summer. He said the only tour he'll be doing is Babies R Us stores. And he also said at the end there, never say never, quoting a little Justin Bieber. His wife, Vanessa Lachey, will be on our show next week. Kerry, back up to you in the studio.
I love those glasses, Jason. All right, it's Friday the 13th, which used to mean you just had to be on the lookout for a dude in a hockey mask. Like that guy. But these days, there's a whole new class of psycho killers who will scare the crap out of you. So here to count down the 5 is editor-in-chief of ShowBizCafe.com, Jack Rico! Oh, thank God it was just you.
It was just me, and the mask completely scared you,
I had no
right?
idea, yes. All right, so everybody knows Jason, Freddie, Mike Myers. We know those already, but there's like so many new ones.
Absolutely.
So we need to count down the top 5 new horror movie killers that keep us up at night. So who's in at number 5?
Okay, so I have to start, I really gave this a lot of thought, and for the top 5, I'm starting off with Ghostface.
Yes.
He is it's like a mix between the Grim Reaper and Edward Monk's painting Scream, all kind of into one, and this is the kid that sort of redefined the 1990s horror film. It was the first satirical, clever, witty horror film that you actually had to think about for a little bit, and then all of a sudden, he just went on a tear in this movie that led to so many sequels. A new generation of horror fans really dug this one, and I think
it was mostly because of that opening scene. Let's take a look at that.
Absolutely.
You never told me your name.
Why do you want to know my name?
I want to know who I'm looking at.
What did you say?
Still one of my favorite scenes of a horror movie ever.
And unfortunately, the character, Ghostface, suffered some sort of attrition because the scary film, which was so comical, I think didn't make that character as scary as he once was in that film. And
I
so
don't
now,
know, if that guy ever called me, I'd be all kinds of wigged out. Yeah. All right, so who's in at number 4?
Okay, so it was August 2001, midnight screening, and I walk in, I'm like, there's nothing else to watch. A movie called Jeepers Creepers, and I'm thinking, I know that song, and I walk in, I left that theater with my pants half wet. I gotta tell you, this is the Creeper, and he's like some sort of monster who like eats intestines, but he's like
half gargoyle, half scarecrow, half...
You don't even know what it is, but he has a sense of humor, but he's vicious when he kills, and this was one of the surprise films of the 2000s that really set like sort of like a tone, and then 2 and 3 are now 2 came out, and now 3 is coming out.
I'm so excited.
Just because of that.
And that was the first movie that I ever saw Justin Long in as well.
Yes, the Apple Kid.
Justin Long. Okay, so third pick for best horror new guy.
Okay, so this isn't necessarily a guy or a girl. It's a demon. It's like a spirit. It's Paranormal Activity's demon. And
yes.
I got to be honest with you.
That one made me pee a little bit.
And what happened at the end of this film, the ending of this film where the demon just goes nuts on everybody, is one of the most relentless assaults of aggression by any demon that I have seen in movies. I really, really got so scared. My heart was racing. I was sweating. I could not... Any little noise I heard in my house from that moment on, I was like, the demon's in my house.
For me, this film is one of those, like, the more you talk about it, the more I freak myself out.
Exactly. And I thought the third one was really excellent. It was really suspenseful.
They're all good. They're so scary. Okay, what's number 2?
All right, number 2, I have on this one... you ever see The Human Centipede?
Yes!
Torture porn at its best, almost, okay?
Yeah.
And I know you love torture porn, Carrie.
You don't know anything about me, Jack.
Dr. Hyder and Martin from Part 1 and Part 2, which are now going to be in Part 3, both of them together. But these two guys in this franchise basically revolutionized what grossness is in horror films.
Yeah.
The stuff that they were doing, it was so warped, so demented. They were
if we got Jason in here, we could make a little sandwich.
And it was really disgusting what these two guys were doing, especially in Part 2. And Part 2 is considered the most sickest horror film of all time. So that's why I put these guys there in number 2 as like a tan, like a
That was a very good choice. I agree with you on that one. And the final number 1 answer of new killer cool guy.
Jigsaw. I got Jigsaw at number 1. The Saw films, there were 7 of them. It spawned
I think we
so
need a
many
little round of
imitations.
applause for the Jigsaw killer. He worked a lot.
He worked a lot. And, even when he was dead, he was still killing people. I still can't figure that one out.
How many apprentices did he actually end up having?
He had like 3 or 4
I think there was
women,
4
men.
of them. Yes, he had everybody.
And so when you think of those films, you think about how creative all the death scenes were. From the first one all the way down to the 7th one, which was in 3D, which had like blood, spurting on your face.
Good.
It was great. So I think that he, by far, is in a league of his own when it comes to slashing people left and right.
I'm going to agree with you on that one. Now, let's do a little recap. First off, number 5, Ghostface from Scream. Number 4, Creeper from Jeepers Creepers. Number 3, the demon from Paranormal Activity. Where are we? Number 2 was the doctor from
Hyder,
Human Centipede. And number 1, Jigsaw from Saw. So good. Thank you so much for coming in.
You're very welcome.
Always nice to have you. All right, if you want more from Jack, you can read him at showbizcafe.com. Up next, we have Taylor Momsen and her band, The Pretty Reckless, perform live right here. And check it out, she's already on the shoe cam.
Hey, honey.
Mom, we're dying.
No, you're not. You're just hungry. Make some Totino's pizza rolls.
We don't have any.
Your bathroom. So even in between deep cleans, it's as fresh as any room in your home. Available in spring waterfall, citrus, and lavender field scents. For tips on a healthy home, visit Lysol.com/missionforhealth.
Welcome back, you guys. My next guests are about to hit the road with Marilyn Manson as part of their medicine tour. They're fronted by someone you may know, a little girl from Gossip Girl, maybe? Please welcome Taylor Momsen and the Pretty Reckless. All right, so you have a brand new song out called Hit Me Like a Man.
Yes.
That I am totally loving.
Thank
but
you.
I'm wondering if it's a call to start the female fight club.
Wasn't, but it can be.
Right? Can we make this our new theme?
Sure. And you can make it whatever theme you want.
You and me,
in fact, you can put it in every theme in every movie and just call it a day.
That's perfect. I mean, what is to you? What is the song about? Is it an empowerment song?
It's a song.
It does have lyrics.
It does have lyrics. It's not just a song. It's also a title of an EP, which is out, which has more than one new song on it.
Excellent.
More than just Hit Me Like a Man. And some live tracks, so that's cool.
Have you ever been hit like a man? No, no, no. That would be bad. Okay, so now you're actually going back on tour, or you're going on tour with Marilyn Manson,
Yes.
right?
Well, we're on tour right now, on a headline tour, and then we jump off of that and go straight onto tour with Marilyn Manson, which is really exciting.
How did the whole collaboration come about?
I don't even know. Someone called somebody, and I'm really excited. I'm a big fan of his, so it should be a fun time. I just played with him on the Golden God Awards in Los Angeles 2 days ago.
And it was awesome.
It was really cool. I mean, he's the real deal, so I mean, it's pretty awesome.
You were caught in a very provocative position with him, however. We saw the pictures. I don't know what you were thinking.
It's a very slippery stage.
That must have been it, yeah. And then, of course, there was that other surprise guest, Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Was playing with. Will he be making an appearance on the tour? Maybe.
Possibly. Maybe.
Could I possibly be in that position that you were in with Johnny? Can we figure that out somehow? Somebody make a phone call. All right. So the Pretty Reckless is on tour right now. You can go see them live, and be sure to pick up their new EP, Hit Me Like a Man. Now. They're going to play for us right now. This is a song we call Make Me Wanna Die. Please give it up for the Pretty Reckless!
Take me, I'm alive. Never was a girl with a wicked mind, but it belong to the night. Your eyes, I can see in your eyes, you make make me wanna die. Taste me, drink my soul, show me all the things that I should've known. And there's a blue moon on the rise. I had everything, opportunities for eternity, and I could belong to the night. Your eyes, I can see in your eyes, everything in your eyes, your eyes. You make me wanna die. I'll never be good enough. You make me wanna die. Everything you love will burn up in the light. Every time I look inside of your eyes, I look inside of your eyes, I look inside of your eyes. Make me wanna die.
The best way to predict the future is to create it. Now, create a new future for your skin. Only Aveeno Positively Radiant has total soy for a whole new level of radiance. It's clinically proven to visibly reduce blotchiness, brown spots, and other past damage, while broad-spectrum SPF 30 helps prevent future damage. Healthier, more radiant skin. It's in your future now. Positively Radiant. And for sun care that helps keep skin healthy and beautiful, try Aveeno Continuous Protection Sunscreen.
Stylish and fun. Skechers.
With Hotwire's low prices, I can afford 2 trips. A reunion in Austin, surf lessons in San Diego. Hotwire checks the competition's rates every day, so they can guarantee their low prices. So I got a 4-star hotel for half price.
HOTWIRE, hotwire.com.
Did you know that used iPhones and Androids are in high demand? And usell.com has top-rated buyers fighting to buy them right now. You can get $164 for an HTC Thunderbolt, up to $200 for a BlackBerry Bold, over $300 for a Samsung Galaxy S2, and nearly $400 for a used iPhone. That's more than you just paid for your new smartphone. Used phones lose value every day, and if your phone is sitting in a drawer somewhere, it's worth exactly $0. So don't wait. Go to usell.com and turn your old smartphone into cash. It's faster than placing an ad, easier than babysitting an auction, and way safer than meeting a stranger face-to-face. At usell.com, you can instantly find out what your phone is worth and get paid for it. Just tell us a little bit about your phone. And remember, phones in all conditions can be worth something, even broken phones. So don't let your old phone collect dust when you could be collecting cash. Go to usell.com today and find out how much your old phone is really worth. Quick search, more choice, more cash. Usell.com.
Hey, it's me, Water. I was trying to figure out how I could get rid of 99% of the lead I can pick up traveling through your pipes, and then it just clicked. Get it? It clicked, like the thing. Clicks.
You guys having a party? No. Nope. Okay. I can totally see you. Yes, we know.
With just one look, you can silence a room. But why on earth would you want to do that?
Like a sound you hear that lingers in your ear, but you can't forget from sundown to sun.
California hustler, California hustler.
New Bare Minerals Ready, a solid mineral collection of vibrant eyeshadows, glowing bronzers, and alluring blushes. Bare Minerals, be a force of beauty.
All right, I want to give a big morning buzz thank you to everybody that is on the show today. But before we do all that, today is Friday the 13th, which is why there's so many screw-ups happening. It's also a day synonymous with bad luck, so we found a really eerie story today that is going to make you say... Now, I don't know how far you've gone to avoid working, but I hope you don't come as close as this guy. Now, a 56-year-old Austrian man was so desperate to be declared unfit to work and collect unemployment that he actually sawed off his own foot, wait, and cooked it. So, I mean, seriously, this whole thing is just going to make you want to say, WTF, right? All right, I want to give a big morning buzz thank you to Ziggy Marley, David Allen, Grier, Jack Rico, and Greg Barrett, Taylor Momsen, and the Pretty Reckless for stopping by. See you guys next time. Bye-bye. Have a good weekend.
Hey, you say, Akon. A bunch of gangsters strapped, so make a way.
He's a global superstar who shatters musical boundaries.